Find that in races like this, if there was a rainstorm in the middle of the race, most of the athletes wouldn't have noticed it. The water has been flat all the way through. The wind has been very easy all the way through. The racing has been hard as nails. There's been no scope for watching the rain.
Final of the men's quadruple sculls, world champions, 3 from the top of your picture, Poland.
Lovely start, very, very clean. Italy and Poland off slightly the fastest, but no advantage there. Here we have Poland, Adam Korol in the stroke seat, sticking his jaw out, puffing his cheeks. Rather like sprinters, you don't really need to breathe for about the first 5 strokes, and then suddenly you realise that there's a shortage of oxygen and you start breathing like fury. But many scullers well, many athletes in rowing go off the first 2 or 3 strokes without opening their mouths to breathe, as you see Olympic sprinters on the 100 metres going along without ever opening their mouths to breathe, using stored up energy. But it's Germany out to take the early lead, I think.
Poland not far away, neither are Italy. Germany with René Burmeister in the stroke seat for Germany 2, who were marginally, I mean, a tenth of a second quicker than their teammates in coming through the semi-finals. So nothing to speak of there.
Those two crews 2/3 of a length up, with Poland actually now just snatching back the lead from Germany. But that's a long way out in quads this early on in the race, just as we saw earlier with the women's quads.
France on the near side in lane 6 as we come to the end of the first quarter. And it is René Burmeister, Clemens Wenzel, Robert Bertram and Christian Schreiber of Germany who've got the edge, in fact, over their teammate. Well, actually,
they've left Poland off the list. They've got that wrong, and they're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, that's not correct.
Which is why they removed it, I think, in order to... because Poland definitely now in the lead by a full canvas over Germany 1. Sorry, beg your pardon, Germany 2.
If there's a crew that really you could apply the adjective tough to, it's this Polish crew. They have really seen out so many battles. If you think back, Hugh, to before they won the world titles for the last 2 seasons, they were so often the nearly crew.
Yes. They
4th in the Olympics.
No, so they've been around. It's a feat of endurance to have got to here, but they do scull absolutely beautifully after those years of enduring training. And they're very strong.
And what a great picture of this regatta course in Upper Austria.
That big dark cloud is right over our box. I think it's going to drop a thunderburst on us.
And if you were to look to the right, you can just see on the right there the sort of dead arm that leads down to the Danube. But our crews will not be concentrating on that. It's Poland going through ahead of Germany 2, and they've... Obviously, something's gone wrong with the transponder on Poland's boat, because it's not sending back the information. But fortunately, we don't need that, because we can tell very easily that the red shirts of Poland are very much to the fore. And here they are.
GPS is inferior to the human eye, at least when you can see them. And we can see that Poland is being challenged now more than earlier on by Germany, and Germany looking very upright, very quadruple scullish, not much reach forward, quite a short stroke, very powerful stroke.
Well, Schreiber in the bow and Burmeister in the stroke seat, both of them bronze medalists in this crew last year in the double scull. Of course, Germany in the men's quadruple scull, they've got an interesting record, because they always seem, in the years between the Olympics, to produce a very solid crew, often have dominated and have won the title. When it comes to the Olympic Games, you've got to go back to Atlanta and before that Barcelona to see their victories. More often than not, it's been Italy and, as we've said, Russia and Poland who've had the other successes.
Well, Poland pulled out again. They obviously did something in that third 500 that gave them a little bit of a margin. I know the transponder isn't helping you, but definitely they are.
Poland looking for clear water at the moment over Italy on the far side there in lane number 2. Romania out of the picture in lane number 1, and Germany and Italy at the moment vying for second place. And this is exactly the position that this Polish quartet wanted to be in now. They know that the challenges are going to come, and as they just showed us a few moments ago, they responded, extended their advantage. I'm sure that's not the only question they're going to be asked.
No, 1.2 seconds at 1,500 metres, but it would appear to me that the Polish stern is just on the picture there on the bowman of Germany to Christian Schreiber. So, say Poland have, no, they haven't. They did for a brief moment increase their lead. Now they're getting clawed back again.
Yeah, this is where the second question's asked. Also on the near side here, this is the other German crew, which is stroked by Hans Grun with Karsten Brodowski, Eric Knittel and Tim Bartels in the crew. But Poland now, that advantage still over half a length probably. Italy in third place, Germany in second and in fourth spot at the moment. In front of the enclosures now, and Poland, they've got enough in hand to hold this to the line. Italy finishing with a good flourish to try and nick second on the top of the picture and do so. Germany are third and fourth. It's Germany 2 ahead of Germany 1, but Poland pretty well all the way. Moments of Italian lead early on, but the last 3 quarters of the race have been all Poland.
Very impressively so. They're never cracked at all. We had a shot of them coming towards us, looking at their backs, and you could see the shoulders still moving exactly in unison, even in the most stressful part of the race.
Italy. Well, Simone Ranieri, as you said, we're still somewhere away from the World Championships. They'll go back, they'll look at this, they'll reflect and see.
They're working on a very, very hard programme, the Italians now. They're back on 2 hours of ergometers a day and stuff like that. They're being ground down, and they don't get any recovery for this sort of regatta. So when they get to the World Championships, they will at least have conditioning like nobody else.
Just a mention of our email address, rowing@infovoice.de, if you'd like to drop a line to Hugh Matheson or